Look at this, where is he? No, it's a rattlesnake. That is insane. Wait, relax. Come on. Python in this bag right here. Oh, oi. Alright guys, we are out in the Everglades right now and we're looking for really any native wildlife. I'd like to find some pythons because if I can find some, I can remove them from the Everglades. They're not supposed to be here. Like I've said before, they're an introduced species throughout the pet trade. We're going to try and remove some, and I'd love to see a lot of native wildlife, so let's see what we can find. Guys, just found a corn snake crossing the road. Check him out real quick. What's up, dude? Just stop you for a second so we can talk about you. Go on, it's okay. Look at that. You're a little pissy, aren't you? Oh, don't bite on me. This is a little corn snake. Let's actually back up from the car, it's kind of loud. So this right here, he's gnawing on me. This right here is a corn snake, also known as a red rat snake. Now, the reason we call these guys corn snakes is because if you look on his belly, it's got a real checkered, oh, he's gonna bite me again. It's got a real checkered pattern, similar to the Indian corn kernel. Oh wait, don't bite me, no. It's got a similar pattern to the Indian corn kernel, which gave the name corn snake. And they're also called the red rat snake, because they like to eat rats, not Chandler Kamenish. So they love to eat rodents, and that's how they got that name. You gonna keep gnawing on me? Well, it looks like he just crossed through the swamp. Oh, what are you doing? He just crossed through the swamp, and I guess he just got a drink of water because he's all wet. Look at that. Oh, don't bite me in the face, buddy. We're cool, right? We're cool? Alright, we're gonna let him cross on the other side of the road. Put him right over here. This snake species can reach about 4.5, 5 feet long. Are you gonna bite me again before you leave? Just get out of here, man. Beautiful little snake. And there's different subspecies throughout Florida and the United States when it comes to corn snakes, different colors for the different terrains. He's gonna go off and hunt down some frogs and mice, so let's get on out of here and see what else we can find. Come on here, dude. Look at this. Look at this, where is he? No, it's a rattlesnake! Look, it's an eastern diamondback rattlesnake! And there's a python in front of us! This is insane! Look, it's a diamondback rattlesnake! Oh my goodness, look at him!
Wow.
That is insane! I gotta get that python! Oh, guys, look, a Burmese python. We gotta go make sure that diamondback doesn't get hit by a car, so let's grab his python quick. There we go. We'll talk about this python later. We gotta make sure that diamondback doesn't get hit because he's a native. Sweetie, come on. Wait, relax. Hey. It's okay. So guys, I gotta put this one in the bag. The car that was behind me, I just made sure that they didn't run that diamondback over. She's crossing the road right now. We'll talk about this python in a little bit. I really wanna make sure that that diamondback makes it safely across because because she's native here and she belongs here. So let me get this python in this bag right here. Oi. Sweetie, relax. She's upset. Relax. Shh, it's okay. Not the thumb. Okay, good girl. Good. Oi, come on. Oh, she's really upset. She was just looking for a meal. This is the first time it's starting to warm up in a couple days. So I'm gonna put her in this bag right here. There you go, sweetie. It's okay. Nice little 5-foot python, maybe 6 foot. And this is actually my firefighter bag from when I was in the fire academy. I am actually a certified firefighter and EMT. Not a lot of people know that about me. Let me get this python in the car and make sure that diamondback's in across safely. All right, guys, and here's the diamondback. It's about a 3.5 foot long diamondback. Just gonna gently move him across the road. This is the largest rattlesnake on the planet, the eastern diamondback, one of my favorite animals. And this animal belongs here, so that's why I'm putting him straight on the side of the road to make sure he doesn't get hit. I'm gonna keep looking for invasive reptiles. Notice he's not rattling. Look at his tongue. Watch what he's doing. See, his tongue shoots out and he holds it out. He's targeting right now. So he's trying to keep calm and not give his position away, but we do know he's here, and maybe he knows we're helping him out, so. Oh, relax, it's okay. Look, go that way. Come on, I don't want you to get tagged by anything. There we go. Beautiful diamondback rattlesnake. right into the thicket. All right, guys, we gotta go look for more pythons. Look at that. Quick little nip. Look, first defense, poop on me. Second defense, starts gnawing on me. See, snakes don't want to bite you, just want to get away. Beautiful rattlesnake, beautiful python at the same time. Tyler, give me some. Awesome, let's get out of here. I just want to say how amazing that was. We saved a native snake, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. We saved it, and at the same time, we removed an invasive Burmese python. That's this is gonna be one of the ultimate stories of my life that I'm gonna tell to people when I'm old and grumpy. I can't wait, this is amazing. A diamondback right underneath the car, and a big python stretched out across. We saved the diamondback, and we removed the python. Great stuff. All right, guys, we just found, oh, I didn't find this Burmese python. These nice folks behind us in the car found the python. They actually stopped and turned around. They didn't kill it. So now I'm gonna catch it. He's right here, he's got his head out. This is actually a beautiful one. Get a good look at the colors over here. Look at the yellows. It's got way brighter yellows than the one from earlier. All right, look at his head. He's about to shoot him in the water. I gotta get him. Ready? I'm gonna do it real gentle. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful Burmese python. Look at the colors. Dude, look at that. Check out these colors. Beautiful snake. So we've removed 2 Burmese pythons out of the Everglades so far, saved a nice looking diamondback rattlesnake, and we gotta see what else we can find. So let's go get this guy in the bag and move on. Thanks for not running him over, I appreciate it. You wanna touch him? No. Okay, we've got the python right here. I'm gonna put her right in this bag. There we go, look. 2 Burmese pythons removed from the Everglades. And to make you guys feel better, it's got ventilation right here because this is a bunker gear bag, so it needs to ventilate for your socks. Let's go find some other stuff, guys. Woo! We're on a roll. Look at this. I'm all lit up by the pythons, but that's fine. That's gonna heal up in no time. It's just fine little needles pricking in you, and it heals up like nothing. But guys, 2 beautiful Burmese pythons we caught off the road, we removed from the Everglades, and 1 native diamondback rattlesnake that we saved from getting hit by 2 cars coming both directions. Amazing stuff. And luckily, we found that second python. We didn't really find it. Luckily, we found that python because some people on the road stopped, some random tourists stopped, and they're like, oh, look, it's a snake. They didn't realize it was a python. I was like, no, that's a python. We gotta get it out of here. And we caught it, and they got a kick out of that. So let's see what else we can find, guys. This is a great night so far. All right, guys, finally getting a moment to sit down and relax. We're done snake hunting. And now it's time to check out what we've caught. So we've got these 2 beautiful Burmese pythons ready to come straight out of the bag. Look at this, beautiful snakes. All right, let me pull them out so you guys can get a good look at these colors. And they're pretty defensive, so they're probably gonna act a little crazy at first. Relax, relax. Oi, relax. Come on. Oi. Relax, oi, oi. That's not nice. Okay, settle down. Oh, that's not nice. It's not nice. I know you're upset. Oh, wait. Wait. That was a nasty bite. Did you see that? That was a lock and pull. Okay, relax. It's okay. The other guy's chilling. You're going ballistic. Relax, it's okay. It's all right. Relax. This one's really feisty. Stay right there. This one's all relaxed. So we've got these 2 beautiful Burmese pythons that we found out in the Everglades. This one's gorgeous. It's probably about, I don't know, 8-9 feet long, stretched out completely. And then we got this little 5.5-6 foot long python. Now, like I've said before, Burmese pythons are invasive. They're not supposed to be here out in the Everglades. They're from Southeast Asia. The reason they're here, did you see that? Good thing my arm got in the way of him biting me in the face. Ooh, aye. Maybe I shouldn't give him so much leeway to strike out like that. Let me put him on the ground. Relax. You're really gnawing into me a lot, buddy. I don't appreciate it. Ooh, relax. Aye. It's okay. He's gonna eventually realize that. Oh, there we go. Now he's going to the bathroom. You can tell this one's a male because if you get a nice good shot, look at those claws. Oh, he's juicing. Guys, get a good look. See those little claws? I know he's a male because males will use these. Males will use those little claws to tickle the to tickle the. Don't do it again, buddy. He's gonna try and bite me in the face. Anyways, what I was trying to say is they use these little claws by their cloaca to tickle the female around her cloaca, flick those scales and entice her to mate. All right, well, the pythons are starting to finally relax. I guess they realize I'm not trying to hurt them. This big one has been very, very gentle with me so far and hasn't been gnawing down on me like this little naughty one has. Now this one's all tuckered out, wasted all his energy trying to chew on me all night. And now he's just laying back. He probably still wants to take a bite, but he's a little tired. Gave me a nice, nasty hematoma, as you can see. Sometimes when they bite, tooth breaks off, ends up causing infection, but right now that's a hematoma. I'm gonna go see if we can get that taken care of. Good thing my friend Tyler, who's filming tonight, is a paramedic. I'm an EMT, I'm certified, but a paramedic's a little higher than me, and he's gonna help me get cleaned up tonight. But beautiful Burmese pythons. Look, we've got about I'd say about 5-6 foot long python right here. He's tired, he's not gonna go anywhere. And then we have this beautiful, I'd say about 8 foot long Burmese python, maybe 9 foot long. If I stand up and stretch him out, put his tail right to the top of my head, I'm almost 6 foot, and they're still about 3 feet on the ground, so look at that. All right, guys, really quick, I want to stretch these guys out while they're nice and relaxed, and show you guys how long this one larger python we caught is. This is a small one right there. Let's try right there. There we go. All right, there's a couple little kinks here and there, but you can be friendly, be sweet. Oh, this one's nice and sweet. This one's the bitey one. He's a little mellow now. So look, not even pulling all the kinks out. Tip of the tail right there. So this one right here should be about 8 feet long or 8.5 feet long. And this one over here should be definitely about 6.5 feet long. Look at that. Although these Burmese pythons look like they're pretty large, they get a lot bigger than this. They've been documented to get over 17 feet long here in Florida. Once they're over 6 feet long, their muscles, they're powerful. Even as young, they're powerful, but still, a large python can definitely take down a full-grown man if he doesn't know what he's doing and how to handle that animal and get out of that predicament. Beautiful snakes. I love this one, it's so gorgeous. I love you too, don't worry about it. Look at that. Now I know it's sad that these snakes have to be put down, they're not supposed to be here on the Everglades. Well, if you think of it like this, these animals, they're not supposed to be here, it's not their fault. It's people's fault, not having secure, proper facilities. Now here in the state of Florida, if you want to own a python like this, you must have Florida Fish and Wildlife approved cages. You must be inspected by Florida Fish and Wildlife. You must be registered with Florida Fish and Wildlife, and they must know what you own. You must chip your snake. You can identify it yourself to know that it's your individual. So now they take it pretty seriously. What happened back in the day is a lot of people would buy them as pets. They got a little too big and they come loose in the glades. But the big factor that played into these guys getting loose out into the Everglades is simply large breeding facilities that got destroyed during the major hurricanes like Hurricane Andrew, destroying a major breeding facility right near the Everglades National Park. All the babies escape, go out into the Everglades, and then over the years they've grown, they've developed, now they're breeding like crazy. Now, is the Everglades overrun with pythons? Well, there's a lot out here. And one night, I found 2, and a buddy of mine found another 2 on the same road. So they're out here, and if you look for them, you can find them. I don't suggest for you guys to go find them, but what I'm trying to say is they are out here in the Everglades, they don't belong here, and they eat whatever they can. There are lots of different factors that would screw up the swamp in between what we do as people with trash, agriculture, and development, and then all the exotics that we introduce as well, because not just reptiles, we've got exotic plants, we've got exotic insects, we've got exotic birds, fish, we got exotic people too, like me. So I'm gonna put these guys back in the bag. I'll see you guys in the next Chandler's Wildlife. Tyler, let's get my arm fixed up. Let's go get this arm looked at.